Editing Kim here. A quick warning. I just forgot to mention that there's gonna be a lot of background noise. I'm doing laundry, so we got the washer, the dryer, and the ceiling fan, which makes the random clicking noise that I forgot all about. So, oh, and Poop's snoring, of course. Poop's always here for us. You wanna say hi? You wanna say hi to our friends? You wanna say hi? No? I didn't think so. Okay, back to the video. Hello, my fellow flawless, limitless, sexy, sassy, saucy HBICs. How are you on this lovely morning, afternoon, or evening? How are you all? I hope you are all doing fabulous. I hope you are all choosing to be the versions of yourself that have exactly what you want. I hope you are. Let me jump in by saying thank you. Thank you so much for all of the birthday wishes on all my platforms, because I got messages everywhere and I really do appreciate it, including emails. I do love and appreciate all of you, literally all my HBICs. And yeah, I just can't say thank you enough. I replied to as many as I could. Yeah, they are all really, really sweet, honestly. It's fading. It's nearly on its way out. At least that's what I'm telling myself. I'm not gonna hide it. I'm not putting makeup on it. I gave myself a black eye, okay? I did it. And I got faced consequences. Just saying. Okay, so I wanna jump in. You know, there is nothing more pleasurable than when I get a good comment, a comment that makes me feel judged after reading it. I love comments like that. They are my faves. And I've made content over comments before, and we're gonna do it again today. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna pop the glasses on to read it, and then I'm gonna make this whole video about this comment because it's a good one. Before I jump in again, if you need help figuring out what's going on between you and your manifestation, please feel free to email me at manifestingwithkimberly@gmail.com. All of my coaching options are in the drop box below. They're in the screens that just went by. I have 3 channel memberships. The third is, I'm assuming, going to be approved any moment now. That is going to be the Deep Dive Group Advanced Manifestors, or Advanced Manifesting. I can't remember which one I wrote on there. I'm pretty sure I wrote Advanced Manifestors. I can rename it afterwards in case, but I'm pretty sure I did. That will be the Deep Dive Group. It's called Advanced for a reason. It doesn't mean beginners aren't welcome. It's just the expectation to teach manifestation basics, not in that group. That group is for people who, you know, have already an idea of what manifesting is all about and, you know, basically how it works. But that's the Deep Dive Group. We're going to go into all the books. Okay, it's going to be a big deal because I'm a big deal, right? And you're a big deal. What is that? What movie is I'm a Big Deal? Oh, gosh, I just saw Ron Burgundy. What's the movie? Oh, help me. The Anchorman? Anchorman! Okay. It's nothing to do with any of this, but you're not shocked by that, are you? I have the second channel membership, which is the hot seat / group coaching membership. I go live with them every single Friday at 9 a.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. That is the group where you can get a 10 to 15 minute coaching call, essentially, with me if you get in the hot seat. If you purchase that group, it gives you access to that group and also the Tuesday group, which is called the Exclusive Lives. That is the group that is judge only. We go live every single Tuesday at 9:30 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. I mean what I say. It's a juge only group. We do not want circumstances. They are not allowed. And we will say something if you bring them up. You'll get something will be said if you bring them up. In that group, literally success stories and tips and tricks, and the success stories and the examples of how, you know, the orchestration looks while manifesting. It's a good group. It's a good group if you need to be uplifted and moved along on your journey. It is. But again, if you purchase the hot seat group, which is the Friday group, you get access to both of those groups. When the Advanced Manifestors group is live and you can buy it on YouTube, when it's available, you will then also have access to the group. So it's like, you know, what's that, descending order? Ascending. You'll have access to all 3 groups if you join the brand new membership, just saying. Yeah, I have TikTok, I have Instagram, I have Clapper, and it doesn't matter how fast I talk, it's always the same amount of time. Okay, let's jump in. I'm gonna get right to reading the comment and we will go from there. Happy birthday, Kim. Thank you. Got all this spiritual or physical healing bullshit. Using anything else but choosing a new version and being it is just using a placebo and being unconscious of doing this. But from there, it is a never-ending story because whatever you focus on or believe you are or have, you create more of this. If you think you have something to heal, that you are sick, incomplete, you are choosing the state of being sick and incomplete. And from the state, you can't manifest healing and health. In the best case scenario, you are going to solve one issue to encounter another of exactly the same nature appearing right after, endlessly, over and over again. P.S. I personally love Abraham Hicks, and what they say blows my mind. They put me once and forever in the state of the wish fulfilled. Also, their teachings evolved because the audience, humanity evolved, rose from the deep shit. So, LN1151, thank you so much for your comment. And I agree with nearly all of it. I can't say that about Abraham Hicks for no other reason than I haven't watched anything by Abraham Hicks in a very long time. Abraham Hicks is the person that I watched a lot of when I first started this journey, when I first found manifestation, aka law of attraction, because that's all there was on YouTube at that time. But I want to get into why did I like this comment so much? Because honestly, that was just a blunt, straight to the point kind of comment that I like and I agree with. Now, what is it that I agree with? I agree with outside of the fact that what that person was commenting on was a live stream where I was talking about why I don't buy into the, you know, the need to heal mindset in order to manifest. I don't. However, if we choose to blow off one of our limited beliefs or not be bothered with it, and again, listen, remember before no matter what I say in this video, you got to remember, you're the boss of your reality. You're making the rules of manifestation for yourself. And what beliefs you personally, you the individual, are interested in changing or deciding you no longer have is up to you. It's up to you, okay? We got beliefs about literally every subject in life. Every single one of us does. We have our own beliefs about every single subject area. For example, do I believe instant manifestation is a real thing and can really happen? Yes, I have seen evidence of that. So absolutely, without a question, yes. My belief regarding healing on the body. Do I think it's possible for the body to spontaneously, instantly heal? Yeah. We actually have 3D evidence of that, spontaneously healing cancers, blah, blah, blah. Does my belief, is it perfect? Do I believe every ounce of that is perfect as this version of myself? Well, no. I clearly must have some belief hanging around that bruises take a little bit of time to get rid of. Does that mean that I don't believe it's possible for bruises to instantly disappear? No, I do believe it's possible. But I'm someone who has always bruised easily. So I'm using this example so you can understand the conditioning. I'm someone that my entire life, if we go by linear time, so my time is growing and evolving as a human based on the conditioning of how humans age. I've always been someone that, you know, I'm very easy to bruise, and I have the belief that they take a little time to disappear. My belief is still very alive and well in this version of myself. If not, this would be instantly gone. Is this a belief that I care about making the decision that I no longer believe that bruises take a long time to heal? No, I don't care. This does not bother me. Okay. I think it bothers others more than it bothers me, because I am getting constant questions like, oh my God, are you okay? Are you all right? I'm fucking fine. I'm not going to lie to you. I literally forget I have it until I see myself in a picture or on video, or if someone makes a comment. So it's my point. It's not something I'm interested in changing, so I don't care. I'm not going to put any kind of effort in changing that. But that's okay, because this is my reality. So that's my example of sometimes not every beliefs are important enough for us to be bothered with making sure we drop the belief or drop the conditioning of, right? Okay. So, and also, I'm not going to lie, it's because secretly I think that as long as you are open to the idea that it is possible for things to instantly manifest, then the possibility of things instantly manifesting will happen if you're embodying that state. Hence why I do experience some things instantly manifesting. See what I'm trying to say? Okay. So, going along with that, as Eliane said, there comes a point on this manifestation journey where if you're really frustrated and dissatisfied with your 3D experience, then it's time to come to Jesus. It's time to get real with yourself. What are you authentically thinking and believing is possible, number one, for yourself in the category that you're manifesting? From there, are you being authentically honest with yourself that you are spending more time in your new desired state? Are you or aren't you? And only you know the answer to that. Because your 3D reality is not trying to ruin your life. Poop agrees. Your 3D reality is not trying to keep a manifestation away from you. Your 3D reality is not just making up shit on its own. It's reflecting you at all times. Where people get confused is they swim in logic. So when we hear that statement, a state shift is instant. I cannot tell you how many people hear that and misunderstand it and then get frustrated because their manifestation isn't instantly in their face. Okay? That's not what that statement means, essentially. A state shift is instant. When you are choosing to be your new self and you are being that new self, it's instant. Reality might look the same, but it doesn't mean the reality is the same. The circumstances might look the same, but they are not. And whether you can see it physically with your 3D eyeballs, that doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that nothing has changed. Period. But don't get it twisted, okay? Don't get it twisted. It's instantly different. If you're struggling to understand that concept, and then let me ask you this question. How are you currently perceiving your reality? And if it's anything less than, I know, I am in the midst of the unfolding of my outcome of every single thing I'm manifesting. I know that every single thing I'm experiencing is a part of the unfolding to my manifestation. If it's anything less than that, who are you being? Be real about that shit. Who are you being? Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes we have emotional moments where our emotions are taking over and we find it hard to even consider believing and thinking and focusing and being our new selves. Because maybe our 3D is really upsetting. Maybe there's something going on circumstance-wise. Or maybe it's just your emotions and feelings. Maybe you're getting bombarded with shitty thoughts and you just don't feel like anything's changing. You're a human still. In those moments, you need to tell yourself anyway, I'm still new self. I'm still making the decision to be my new self. And it's okay that I feel this way today. It's okay. I can let these feelings, these emotions out. I can. And I'm not ruining anything because I'm new self. We can do that. What really matters is dominantly, where are you? Where are you spending most of your time? So in other words, it's okay to have doubts. It's not okay to live there. It's okay to have a sad day. It's not okay to live there. It's okay to have a day of frustration, irritation, anger. It's not okay to live there. And if you are, hi, come to Jesus. Time to get real with yourself. Not to be mean, just like this commenter wasn't trying to be mean, but it is what it is when it comes to manifestation. It is what it is. If you're consistently your old self, reality will consistently show up that way for you. And you'll continue to perceive it that way. Some of us are manifesting our specific persons. Your specific person isn't the person changing. It's you. Logically and literally, it may appear like they are the ones that change because they show up a little different. They're not, though. What's really happening is you are changing. You are becoming a new version of yourself. You're entering a new state. And your 3D must reflect whatever state you're in. It's you that changed. I can't tell you how many times I've received examples of someone finally shifting into their desired state, the wish fulfilled, the new self. And SP shows up, and for a lot of times, in these examples, their SP really is showing up similar to how they were before. It's just now that this person's in a new state, they are perceiving their specific person differently. They can see now that their person was always in love with them, was always there, was always trying to work on things, blah, 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 blah. That example goes on and on and on all the time. I know for myself I've had that experience. Where SP, he wasn't doing anything different. He showed up the same, but it was me who changed. Because that's the only true key to manifestation, is changing self. Now, if there's any beginners watching this video, I want you to really take some advice I'm about to give. I cannot stress to you, until you get the concept of states of consciousness down, until you've had the moment where it clicks. You're going to start the journey of changing your thoughts, which is where most beginners start, right? That's the idea. We're changing what we're thinking so we can change the beliefs we have. And 3D might throw some shit at you. And it's going to piss you off. It's going to upset you. It's going to frustrate you because you're actively trying to change your thoughts. And I know that. I remember this experience. It's on my mind, so somebody needs to hear it. Listen, that's where 99% of the people give up, is when something like this happens. That's why a lot of beginners, they give up in those moments. And I'm really urging you, encouraging you, don't give up. You've got to return to your decision that you are your new self, even if you don't understand what that means just yet. The idea is to persevere, to persist through moments that we're not loving out here so that we can start responding to circumstances we don't love differently. Because that's how we break the habit. That's how we pick up the anchor from the reality that keeps giving us circumstances we're not enjoying. And we bring that anchor to the reality we want to be in so we can start experiencing the life we want. So for anybody, not just beginners, every time you encounter a circumstance that you're perceiving as uncomfortable, okay, you don't like it, don't give into it. Let this circumstance be the one that you say, no, I'm going to handle this differently. I'm breaking the chain. I'm breaking the habit of allowing circumstances to dictate who I am. I'm going to get through this one. I'm going to break through. I'm choosing new self anyway. I'm surrendering to my 3D. And I'm deciding on a new self no matter what I'm experiencing. As you start breaking away from your old, shitty, limited belief-filled self, habits from old self, as you start backing away from that, you're changing. You're changing. So therefore, reality will have to change with you. If it was easy to get through every fucking moment, we wouldn't see any comments ever of people being frustrated. But there can be uncomfortable moments because we're human. We're going to have human moments. They're not forever. You're not being tested. When people give up on their manifestation, you need to know that it's not because manifestation didn't work. Manifestation was still working beautifully for the people that gave up. It was reflecting who they truly were. Period. Return to your decision to be your new self. Look at reality, even if it's bone dry and nothing's happening. It's still bringing you what you want. It's still leading you there. But be real with yourself, as this commenter so politely said. Be real with yourself. If you want to stop experiencing over and over the same frustrating shit, then get out of your own way and decide who you want to be and realize 3D wants to give you what you want. 3D does its job perfectly. It reflects. Period. It's really never anyone out in the 3D's power to get in your way. It's not their choice to prevent you from getting what you want. It's not. No one out here can do anything. And there's no other requirements to manifest. Like this person also said, everything else you're adding on to is placebo. Believing you have to heal. It's placebo, darlings. It's placebo. It's not real. It's a condition. The only thing required is ask, believe, receive. Just like the Bible says. By asking, it's you saying, yep, I want that. I want that. Or I want to be with that person. I want this. I want that. Walk around believing, aka being the self that has the desire. Or at minimum, the self that knows the desire will happen. And then that's that. You'll end up receiving it. Doesn't mean you'll never have a doubtful thought. Okay? That was never written anywhere. You're never going to have a bad thought after that. You might. It's an opportunity to a different reality. It's nothing to fear. This is why, okay, I'm going to be honest. This is why examples like this, I'm creating that new membership so we can go deep dive in all of manifestation content, book-wise and things like that. Because you're going to see for yourself if you join that group. No one ever wrote this will be easy and never a doubtful thought will happen again once you decide to be yourself. No one ever wrote that. Which is why you don't have to be afraid of your thoughts and why you can have a bad day and not be perfect, right? No one else said you had to be perfect all the time. One of the common things I did see through my own reading journey is being willing to change. Be willing. Be willing to be honest with yourself. But anyway, I'm going to end it here. Who are you being today? Be honest. Are you being your old self or some version of your old self? Or are you truly stepping into your new self? And how you step into new self is completely up to you. It's whatever technique you enjoy. If just making the conscious decision seems too difficult for you. I don't think that's difficult. I think that's easy peasy, but that's just me. You can affirm, you can visualize, you can script. I love to script. Scripting's good too. Scripting gets my thumbs up too. No, all the techniques work, but you know what I'm saying. It's not the techniques, it's you. It's all about you. The world really does revolve around you. Okay? So on that note, again, thank you so much for all the birthday wishes. I sincerely, hand over my heart, really do appreciate every single one of you. And I appreciated the love on my birthday. So for real, on that note, I'll see you tomorrow. This one's snoring her ass off. Do you mind? It's so rude. Do you care? Not in the slightest.